Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have this unboxing of this new fountain pen that I'm very excited about. This is a YSTUDIO fountain pen that's made in Taiwan. It's called Classic Revolve fountain pen. The company is in Taipei City and it's made with brass. When I was in Taipei, I did look for this pen, but I couldn't find a good price. And finally, I found this on sale when I'm in US, so let's unbox this and take a look. I think the packaging looked quite impressive, even though this is a small pen. But let's take a look. And it has some Chinese character. Let's open up the box. Looks like this is the instruction of telling you how to fill the ink converter. If you can't read Mandarin, they have the English version at the back. So if you want to read more about this, maybe you can pause the screen. Also, because this is a brass fountain pen, if you want to etch it further, they provide you a sandpaper, 600 sandpaper, that you can try to etch the pen however you want, but I'm not going to do that. I think I like to keep my pen new for a little bit. The one I purchased is in blue color. It's beautiful. And this is the pen cap. It's pretty tight. See if you can hear it. It clicked in really well and definitely not going to fall out. You have to pull it a little bit more. Look like it comes with an ink converter. It's a bit hard to take it out unless you have long fingernail. So this is the ink converter. Looks like they designed it to match with the pen. You can see that it's a very thoughtful design. For this pen is a medium nib. I believe they have a fine nib as well if you prefer to write with thinner lines. And here is the close-up of the pen nib. Everything looks normal as it should be. Let's unscrew this because I hear something inside the pen. It does come with a look like a standard ink cartridge. If you prefer to use your pen that way, I guess you can buy some standard ink cartridge to go along with this pen. But I think I'm going to fill up the ink converter. Since previously I have bought a lot of fountain pen ink samples, so I'm trying to use it up this year. For this pen, this is the ink that I'm going to use. It's a Sailor Shikori So 10. I probably butchered the name, but So 10 maybe. Oh well, let's fill up the ink converter and see how the pen performs. First, I'm going to insert the ink converter. I guess I have to push it a little bit harder since it doesn't click in right away. Yeah, you can definitely feel it, that the ink converter being pushed down to the slot. Usually, if you fill your pen with a full bottle of ink, you can just dip it in and do it like this. But since I'm using an ink sample, so I may have to use a syringe to fill this converter. So hopefully I don't make a mess here. Already got it on my finger. Carefully insert the syringe, slowly. Then remove it. I'm going to move the ink up a little bit before insert it into the fountain pen. Now I'm going to let it stand for a few minutes while I clean up the rest. Okay, it looks like the pen is ready. Let's try. It feels very smooth with this Sailor fountain pen ink. Sometimes it depends on the ink also. I think Sailor has good ink, so yeah, you can tell that the ink flow is pretty wet. The experience is very good so far. Horizontal line, scribbles, and vertical lines, they all feel quite smooth. It is smoother with vertical lines. You do feel a little bit of feedback when you go horizontal. It seems there's a thickness variation also. You can see that vertical line is thicker and this is thinner. Yeah, you can definitely see some line variation if you put some pressure on the pen nib. Usually I like fountain pens with thicker body, easier for me to hold. But so far this is comfortable, maybe because of the weight of this fountain pen. I'm glad that this pen works so well out of the box, so that I don't have to do anything with the pen nib. Let's do a little bit of drawing. Yeah, so far, first impression, this pen works so well. I'm glad to spend the money and finally purchase the pen that I always wanted. So now I will try to use this pen frequently to see if it continues to perform well, and maybe do a follow-up review after a period of time, and to see if this brush material going to change color, or we're going to see this pen wear off after I use it for a while. For first impression, I would definitely recommend this pen if you like a smaller pen body, and if you like your pen has a little bit of weight, because this is made with brass. It's very comfortable to hold and it writes really well. This is medium pen nib, so yeah, I really enjoy using this pen. Anyway, thanks for joining me to look at this pen together, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy the good weather out there. Spring flowers are beautiful. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.